Okay, I've had several people ask me questions about how I manage to produce a cup or more of live mealworms each and every day for my bluebirds. So I'm going to try to do a quick rundown of my process. These are the little plastic trays that you can buy on the internet or in Walmart that I use for my beetles. You see there at the top left corner, there's a date. So the beetles were put in these trays on December 10th. So today is January 10th. So the beetles are going to come out of the trays today. I'm going to filter the bran into these larger containers. I'm going to change the date on that larger container to January 10th. So that I know that the young mealworms were placed in that container on the 10th of January. And I'll show you the procedure. What I use for filtering the beetles is this tool right here. You can buy that at Target, Walmart, anywhere like that. It's a kitchen ladle. It works quite nicely, and I'll show you the procedure. So you pull out the drawer of beetles. There's lots and lots of beetles in there, and you go about doing the filtering like so. You scoop up the beetles. This is kind of hard having only two hands. I'm used to having two free hands for doing this. And then you just shake it out, and you see the bran and the young mealworms and eggs are all filtering out into that new container. And what you're left with are the beetles. And then the beetles go over into a new tray, and that tray will be refilled with bran and relabeled January 10th. And then that whole process will start again. So I have 6 sets of these beetles, 6 sets of those boxes. And so on the 5th, the 10th, the 15th, the 20th, the 25th, and the 30th of every month, I have a tray to filter. So that means I have a new one of those big guys full of worms. Every 5 days I get a fresh one ready to go. So from this stage here to mature worms is a little over a month, and that depends on your temperature and humidity. I do this in my home. The temperature changes a bit from summer to winter. In the summer, the production is quite consistent because we're in Florida. We're running the air conditioning all summer long. The house temperature is a pretty steady 78 degrees. In the winter, we use a wood stove to heat. The indoor air temperature fluctuates. So sometimes it takes 6 weeks to get good sized mealworms. Sometimes I have really good mealworms in only 4 or 5 weeks, and that's particularly in the summer when the temperature in the house is a little bit warmer. All right, so I'm going to pick up again when I finish with transferring all the beetles over into the new trays, and we'll pick that up in a moment.